Gervonta Tank Davis is coming back, and he's going to headhunt all of you. And my thing is, I got Tank beating all y'all ass.
I want you to do like this and boom, 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 boom. Let's keep boom, 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 boom. How long you can do that? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1.
New unseen footage reportedly shows Gervonta Davis training with Mike Tyson before his fight with Jake Paul. Tyson is seen coaching Davis through pad work, teaching him advanced moves and timing. The boxing legend praises Davis's quick speed and accuracy, while giving tips to improve his knockout-driven strategy.
Nice one, man. Nice one. Nice one, man.
Gervonta Davis's pad work at training camp shows incredible speed and perfect coordination. His punches come in fast, smooth combos that flow with rhythm and control. Every shot lands with explosive precision, while his trainer struggles to match his pace. Observers say Tank's hand speed looks sharper than ever, showing he's in top shape and mentally focused for his upcoming clash with Jake Paul. The buzz around Gervonta Davis before his fight with Jake Paul is full of opinions and doubt. But Schwobus, the adult, says most people don't really see where Davis is mentally. He explains that Davis is now in a stage of his career where outside noise doesn't bother him anymore. Instead of reacting to online criticism, he stays silent. Schwobus says that silence isn't weakness, it's confidence. The Baltimore champion knows that talk doesn't win fights. He plans to answer in the ring when the bell rings. Every punch, counter, and knockout attempt will be his message to critics. With talk of a knockout bonus in this fight, Schwobus says Davis has every reason to finish it early. He believes Tank isn't just fighting for money, but to remind everyone who he is, carrying pride and expectations into the ring.
He's scared. He can't come back to real boxing after fighting Jake Paul. He's going to be made a mockery of. One of you guys said, you can call it a fake fight, but it has real consequences. Let him get knocked out by Jake. Let him get embarrassed by Jake. He can't come back. He'll be made a mockery of. He done took a knee, grease in the eye, had a draw with Roach, which everybody thinks Roach was robbed, and then made a mockery of by Jake Paul, a YouTuber. Which is why Gervonta Tank Davis is on Demon Tour. Check this out. Check this out. See, me being back on my fitness journey, I know how hard that is, especially at his size with how heavy that medicine ball is. Gervonta Tank Davis is going to go hard, pause, on that Jake Paul fight. He has to. While everybody is trying to dismiss that shit, there's a knockout bonus and everything. You got Lamont Roach calling him all these names. Tank Davis shut off his social media. He can't take y'all negativity, making him worse before the fight. He can't allow y'all to be in his head, which that's what y'all want to do. The end of Tank. And I don't. I think boxing is better with Tank involved. I always say that. If there is boxing, boxing is even better when there's more talented and skillful fighters involved. Regardless of how you feel about them, You want Tank to be great in boxing, then hating him to death out of boxing. If you do, you're just a hater, right? If you love the sport, you want as many determined boxers in there as possible. He's looking determined right now. And with everything that Roach is saying, he's ready to come back and whoop some ass. Where I'm getting this information from, none of your damn business. But right now, I'm just a vessel. And I'm going to tell you guys what's up. Gervonta Tank Davis is coming back. And he's going...
Experts have been quick to talk about the size gap between the fighters. On paper, Jake Paul seems bigger and stronger, but many boxing analysts remind fans that size doesn't win fights. Boxing is about skill, timing, and calm under pressure. They say Gervonta Davis has mastered that art. He knows how to move, trick opponents, and land precise shots. Power without skill leads to exhaustion and mistakes. Analysts argue that Davis's smaller build might even help him. His quick head movement, tight defense, and bursts of power make him efficient. There's a big difference between looking powerful and fighting effectively, and Tank's experience makes that clear.
Just talking hands, Gervonta will whoop Jake ass. We just talking hands. But do you think that 50-pound weight difference, that's going to be a difference?
It could be if you get caught with a shot. But as a boxer,
Physics.
well, but the thing is this though. Let's talk about physics. See, boxing is a technique,
Right.
so it's not like you could be bigger. That shit don't matter. Like you seen a big nigga get knocked. A lot of them big niggas go to sleep.
That's a fact.
When he went out and the bouncer get hit in his chin, he go right out. He the big nigga on the ground. Like I've seen it a million
He
times.
the big nigga on
You
the
know what I'm
ground.
saying?
Yeah, you right. But
So that you can't go off that. Now you get hit by a big nigga and you a smaller nigga. then,
You gonna fly? He gonna
Here
feel
comes
it.
physics.
gonna
But
fly.
as I'm using my technique, we in a different space now. Big guy, I got something for that. When you throwing and I'm seeing shit differently, yeah, now it's time for technique. You understand?
I want to
That's
start
the
training.
difference.
I want to start training.
Shout out to Terrence Bud Crawford. He just proved what I just said. The technique of boxing. You feel me? You know what I mean? So
While many back Davis, academics have sparked debate by saying Jake Paul could pull off a knockout. He claims Paul's size and improving skill give him a real shot at landing something big. Academics points to Paul's past knockouts with his overhand right. He says people overlook Jake's serious training, noting that Paul prepares like a pro, not a celebrity. Still, critics doubt Paul can handle Davis's speed and pressure once the fight heats up. Yet academics' view adds excitement to the buildup. He sees the fight not as a mismatch, but as a risky experiment between a YouTuber with power and a true knockout artist. Whether his call proves right or not, it shows how split the boxing world is about this wild matchup.
It's going either one. If there's a knockout, it's going to be Jake knocking him out.
You think Jake is going to knock out Gervonta?
Yeah,
He's the underdog.
We got to
Keep in
look at
mind.
size. We got to look at size. Now, granted, do I think Gervonta can knock him out? Of course. But what people don't realize is that, you know, you got one guy who's a damn near heavyweight. And then you have another guy
He is
who-
a heavyweight.
Well,
Jake
I
Paul's
don't know if he's
heavyweight.
going to be weighing in as a heavyweight for this fight. I forgot what weight they agreed on. But regardless, if it goes
227 pounds.
Say it?
He's 227 pounds.
Yeah, but I don't think that's what he's weighing
Against
in on.
Mike Tyson.
Yeah, no, he's weighing in something different. Yeah, it's no way they're letting a 227-pounder fight a 130-pound guy.
Gervonta Davis. Let's take a look.
Yeah, just look at weight limits. I think it's like 190.
195.
Yeah,
Okay, he's going to go down 30 pounds.
yeah. I still think that's borderline. I think 200 is still heavyweight. So, but I think it's borderline.
Yeah, right there in the bottom.
Yeah. So, you know, I would imagine if it's a knockout. Well, here's the thing too, though. And so I might actually just take it off the table. I might just go with Gervonta. Why? A lot of Jake Paul's power probably come from the weight. So in 30 pounds or almost 40 pounds you got to cut, that's a lot. Now, one thing I'm gonna like about Jake, Jake's a bag secure. I could see. You know, I think this is gonna be a win-win for both of them. It's gonna be a win for Jake because you don't get knocked out by this guy. if you could stand in the ring with an actual top tier boxer,
Yeah.
and he can't knock you out, and maybe
champion.
you land a couple jabs, a couple of hits, maybe even stun him once, you've won because you're getting $100 million. That is genius. And for Gervonta,
He says he's going to retire after this, by the way.
nah.
Another group of analysts highlights Gervonta Davis's image as one of boxing's most dangerous finishers. They point out that his knockout rate speaks volumes, most of his fights end early. Reports say this fight could earn him around $200 million, making it one of his biggest paydays ever. But the experts note his drive isn't just about money, it's legacy and dominance. They say Tank's mix of explosiveness and intelligence makes him unpredictable. Even if he's behind, his power can change everything in a second. For Jake Paul, that's a nightmare, because facing someone who can end the fight anytime means no moment is safe. To these minds, Davis is rare, part strategist, part destroyer, who turns pressure into precision.
Davis's guarantee.
I
for
call
the fight with Jake
bullshit.
Paul.
Me too.
I call it bullshit.
$200 million is a lot of money.
That'd be the most any athlete's ever made in one event, in one night. Where are they getting that money?
I mean, it's Netflix.
Okay, Mike Tyson didn't make that. Jake Paul didn't make that.
Yeah. $20 million, I would believe, not $200 million.
20 million seems realistic.
That's a lot.
Even because Netflix is bigger, but there's no pay-per-view model. So, and Gervonta is a big pay-per-view draw, especially for being a lighter weight class.
Yeah.
So 20 to even 40 I can get.
Oof, that's a lot.
40 I can understand.
When push comes to shove, though, like 20.
Like Canelo's getting that 40.
Yeah.
But Gervonta Davis, he was, especially on Showtime, he's a big pay-per-view star.
Yeah.
He's a knockout artist. 200 mil is just completely false.
God, Jake is so much bigger.
Yeah, man.
I mean, so much bigger.
I don't get it. If he thinks this is going to make him legitimate in boxing, I just don't get why he do it.
Can his speed and, his ability make up for that size difference, in your honest opinion?
Well, he has to be very smart throughout the course of the fight. It's hard to know in some things. I think Gervonta's just gonna stick and move. He'll be fast, play it smart, I don't see him staying still for too long so Jake can land some shots. He'll just try to touch him. Who knows, man? It's an exhibition. It's a money grab. Jake's fighting one of the best.
Comedian and boxing fan Earthquake adds a fun yet smart take on the matchup. He says that looking muscular doesn't always mean winning. Big, ripped fighters might look scary early, but those muscles tire out fast. According to Earthquake, Jake Paul could slow down after a few rounds as his energy burns quickly and his punches lose power. He jokes that Jake's muscles look great for the cameras, but could work against him in the ring. Davis, however, has the body of a natural fighter. Compact, sharp, and explosive. Earthquake predicts that once fatigue hits, Tank's non-stop pace will expose Paul's weaknesses. Behind the jokes, he's right. Fights are won with endurance and rhythm, not looks.
$160.
Gervonta all the way up to 160.
Oh, hold on. Gervonta.
160.
Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Hold on. No. 133.8.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes, he 133.
It's a 60-pound weight difference.
Yes.
60 pounds.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah, but ain't extra weight on that chin.
That chin is all bone.
That chin ain't all bone. There ain't no meat on that chin.
No meat on that chin.
Ain't no
That's
meat
true.
on that chin. Big dudes get knocked out real quick. I done had a few.
Yeah.
Ain't no chin. Oh yeah. You just can't. First of all, you can't let them hit you. That's first of all. And once they swing, they motivate them come, and then you catch them. And if you could turn it right there and catch them right there,
Yeah.
they fall real hard.
You got to get in close,
because
though.
they never been. I don't know about Jake, but big dudes never fight. Usually they intimidate, and then they can't last long. Their stamina is 30 seconds a minute.
Well, yeah, I mean, Jake's lost before to Tommy Fury.
Okay.
But he's never fought a world-class boxer before. In his prime.
Yeah.
Championship level,
Right.
like a Gervonta, but there's a 60-pound weight difference. I think Gervonta will win too, but I don't know. I don't know.
Gervonta
It's kind of like a clown show at this point. You know, it's like a circus. It's like, let's put a bear with a human and see what happens.
How much?
Give someone a stick, like, I like Thunderdome or something.
Yeah, they're making a mockery of it. That's
Right.
true for us true purists.
Oh, yeah. No, it's not real boxing.
Even with talk about the fight being unfair, it's grabbed global attention. Some fans hope Jake Paul pulls off a shocker, while others expect Gervonta Davis to deliver another knockout classic. Either way, the hype helps both fighters. Analysts say controversy sells. When fans argue, the views go up. Jake Paul knows this better than most. His marketing genius is turning hate into promotion. Every doubt or insult becomes curiosity fuel. Even those who want him to lose still watch, and that's the plan. So the fight's success isn't just about who wins, but about the show around it. In today's boxing world, entertainment matters as much as skill, and this fight proves that formula works perfectly.
This fight, Jake Paul or Tank Davis, it's a legit question. And I actually want to really hear your thoughts on who you think is going to win. Because I know what Vegas is saying, but I want to know what you think.
Personally, I think Tank too little, bro.
Yo,
I think Tank too little.
I'm so glad you have a brain on your fucking shoulder.
I think Tank
The
too
way
little.
I did, I said, bro.
I think Tank's too little. That's what I'm saying. That weight class is for a reason.
Tank Davis
That weight class is for a reason.
5'5", 135 pounds. Jake Paul is 6 feet, 205 pounds.
That's what I'm saying.
Bro.
He's too
6'1",
little.
205. Everybody's like, yeah, bro, but Tank it only takes one good punch. Yes, it takes one good punch when you're about the same size. There's a 60, 70-pound difference in weight in these people. I don't think nobody puts the physics in mind. Jake Paul gets punched in the face by dudes 200 pounds with all their might on a weekly basis. A 135-pound puncher, bro. If y'all remember the Mayweather versus Conor McGregor fight, Conor walks around like 180 on the regular. He's like 5'9", 180. Mayweather's like 5'7", 145. That 30-pound difference, bro, if you remember that fight, Mayweather was putting mittens on Conor. Guess what happened to Conor? He didn't hit the ground once.
No.
He lasted all 12 rounds getting hit with flurries. I'm talking about Mayweather was having his time. He's being cocky with it, hitting him with all kind of combos. And we're watching the last 3 rounds of that shit like, yo, knock him out. And you know what? He could not knock him out because Conor gets punched by people that are 170, 180 pounds on a regular. And just that 20, 30-pound difference, it was like impossible for him to do anything.
Veteran trainer Robert Garcia looks at the fight with a technical and historical eye. He says there's nothing wrong with Gervonta Davis picking Jake Paul as an opponent. It's his career, his choice. But Garcia questions the timing. He thinks Davis, still in his prime, with plenty of real challengers, might risk being misunderstood by taking this route. It's not that the fight is wrong, he explains, but how it fits into Davis's overall story. For Garcia, the concern isn't money or danger. It's about legacy and the message it sends.
Take on the whole thing. I'm not very interested in it. That doesn't excite me. I know it's going to do really good numbers. I know they're making a lot of money, which is good for them, good for Tank, because in boxing, that's what everybody looks for. I think it's, the good thing is they announced it as an exhibition, which is, I'm okay with it. Everybody does it. Mayweather has done it. Ali did it. The only thing, my personal opinion is Tank, they all did it when they had already accomplished so much. They already did so much. Mayweather did everything in boxing and accomplished everything. Muhammad Ali did the same, and many others that have done it. I think Tank never gave us the fights that we really wanted. Never really gave us those challenges. He never really challenged himself. He didn't give Rhodes that rematch, which he should have. Mayweather did it when he had a hard time with Maidana and Castillo. Right away, he did the rematches to prove everybody wrong, and look at what he did. He beat him clearly. So Tank should have done the same. He didn't. That I could criticize. But then at the end also, if you're making 30 to 50 million, I don't even know what he's making. to have an exhibition against just Jake Paul, I would have asked. I would do the same.
No one would say no to that.
If I had one of my fighters get an offer to fight a big celebrity, a big YouTuber for $20-30 million, I would probably do the same. So I don't blame him. You know, it's boxing. At the end of his career, 20 years from now, nobody's gonna care how many.
Jake Paul, on the other hand, defends the fight strongly, saying it's not a show or a gimmick. He insists it's fully sanctioned, with professional judges, rounds, and a real winner. To him, this is serious, a real boxing match against a world champion. Jake believes facing Gervonta Davis proves he's genuine about the sport. He's done being labeled a YouTuber and wants respect as a true boxer who trains and competes like anyone else. He admits that fighting someone as skilled as Tank is a risk few would take, and that's exactly why he's doing it. By stepping in with one of boxing's best, Paul wants to silence critics and boost his credibility. His bold confidence comes from wanting to be seen as more than an online star.
I mean, even the list you made years and years ago, Gervonta Davis is on the list.
Yeah, exactly. Full manifestation, and it's a very powerful thing. And yeah, I think people don't dream big or set massive aspirational goals and then also put the work in. I think that's the other thing is like, I'm still doing sprints and track work and bench press and squats and all of these things for the sport of boxing. So when I transition to NFL, I'm going to have a lot of that natural explosiveness and power from the past 6 years of training every day, twice